Just 1 minute to go live.
Mr. Olusoji, good evening. Yes, you are live now. This recording is going live now. It has shown up already.
Okay, good. So, Mrs. Zainab, thank you so
Sir,
much. The class is yours. I will
okay.
mute my mic. You can go ahead now. The class is live on YouTube. So you can project the whole screen. I will mute myself. So I'll come back. I'll be your bus conductor for now. So
Mr. Olusoji, good evening. Yes, you are live now. This recording is going live. It has shown up already.
okay, yes, okay, good. Okay, fine. Mrs. Zainab,
Yes,
thank you so
Olusoji.
much. The class.
Can everyone hear me?
You can go ahead, start the class. Thank you
Good
so
evening,
much.
Zainab. Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, good evening, Temitope. I hope you are doing good. And
Very, very well, thank you.
all right. Okay, so before I go ahead, I just wanted to ask, based off the last class that we had, so I don't just want to jump back from the last class and maybe any one or two things that you learned. Temitope, please, can you confirm you can hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Okay, so maybe I'll just give a quick wrap
So
on what's so differentiating between data analytics and data analysis. Now I got to understand that data analysis is more saddled with issues or data from the past, while data analytics is saddled with both past data, present data, and future data. Data analytics also involves giving right predictions, making good business decisions, and helping businesses make profitable decisions that would help them enhance their business moves and the likes. And also, data analytics is like the main thing that one has to do, like beyond data analysis, like beyond analyzing data. One need have the skill, how should I put it now? In depth, like being able to perceive, being able to, perceive and ability to make distinctions between A and B and A as regards how A would affect the future and how B also can affect the future. So that's just a little take from me.
all right. All right, thank you. Thank you very much, Temitope. That was actually a very good one. So I'm glad you were able to actually have that knowledge before we move ahead with any other thing. So yesterday, was it yesterday or okay, on Friday, I shared a sheet with Olusoji on something you can work on based off the last class that we had. So I was thinking maybe one or two people would come and demonstrate how they are able to solve the problem that I shared on that particular sheet. But Olusoji said he has not shared it with you because you had an assignment earlier from another facilitator. So I'm just going to hold on with that till next week, because today I just want to move into AI in Excel, and maybe we can then start with building of dashboard. So last week what we did was data cleaning, and there was also something that I was trying to do in terms of conditional formatting that everyone was saying they did not get it. So I just remembered now, so I want to share my screen and see if we can also do that. So please hold on for me. Let me just look for that particular data set and we share it again. Okay, I think it's this one. Let me open. Is it this one? Please hold on.
No problems. Please take your time.
Okay. Okay, I think I've gotten it. So I'll stop sharing and then we share my screen. Okay. Please, can everyone confirm they can see my screen?
Yes, I can.
Okay, so last week, was it okay? Yes, it was last week. Last week, Saturday, we were trying to do conditional formatting. So I was saying for a attendance rate, for example, like let's say if we're trying to do bottom 10, top 10, let me click on that conditional formatting again so you can see what I'm talking about. So this is it. There are all other things that you can do on conditional formatting. You can perform cell rules, like maybe if you want to do greater than something is greater than 80%, give it red. Something is less than 80%, give it blue. It's between 90 to 100%, give it yellow. Is equals to a particular percentage, maybe 100%, give it green. A text that contains maybe IE, give it blue. I hope you can see the conditional formatting as I'm clicking on it,
Yes,
unlike
yes, it's
last week.
visible now.
Okay. All right. So you can also use it for a date occurring. Maybe you want anything occurring between 11th of October, between 11th of October and 15th of October to always show you blue. You can also do like that. If you have duplicate values, okay. For example, now maybe you want to discover the duplicate values you have in your data set, you can tell this thing, okay, highlight all the duplicate values in red. Let me see what I'm dealing with. So you can always do that. So we have top and bottom rules. This was what we were trying to do. So we can choose top 10 items, top 10%. So top 10 items, for example, now this call that we have. So even if you put top 10, I think it's just going to highlight like almost everything because we have just 14 rules here. But by the time you say top 10%, it might highlight just only two, maybe 100% and then 90%. So that's that about top 10 items and top 10%. If you want bottom 10 items, it's going to give you the bottom scores that we have. Yeah, if you want bottom 10%, it's going to give you the lowest percent that we have on that particular, maybe the two lowest percentage that we have on that particular column is going to give you. If you want above average, it's going to calculate everything within and give you something that is above average within that column. If you want below average, it's going to do the same. So we have data bars. There's a lot of things you can do. This is just basically for design. For example, for all those tables that you see on maybe on the internet and you see that they are doing some kind of design, gradient fill, solid fill, this is simply for it. Same with color scales and icon sets. So now if you decide that, okay, I don't want those rules anymore, you can clear the rules from what you have in that column. You can decide to create a new rule by yourself, and if you can, maybe you've created a rule before and then maybe let's say maybe your manager was like, oh, I am that particular column, I don't like the way it is looking. You can go back instead of trying to delete everything all over. You can go back and delete and edit the rules to suit what the person is requesting for. So for this particular the top 10%. Let's see the top two or top three performers.
Okay, she's back now. Okay.
At some point I realized my network was bad. Please confirm you can see my screen.
It is loading up. Okay, it's visible now.
Okay, please, can you hear me clearly now?
Yes, yes, yes. You were glitching before, but now you're clear.
Okay, so please, at what point did you guys miss me?
You were going to, on the attendance rate, you were going to give out you were going to work on the, I think, lowest two or highest attendance rate. But you're actually on the attendance
Okay.
rate.
All right. So, in order to work on that, I'm going to highlight this particular column. So after highlighting the column, I'm going to go to conditional formatting and then go to the top or bottom rows. Now we want to get the top, in terms of attendance rate, we want to get the top 10% of the class. That's people we came to the class the most within that particular term or semester. So I'm just going to click on top 10%. And just like I said before, I can decide to change. Please confirm you can still see my screen again.
Yes, Zainab, you are doing good. It's still visible.
Okay.
Everything is good.
Okay, so now I can decide to change the color if I so wish with, let's say maybe I want to fill it with green. So because green represents good most times in data analytics, red is for like bad or below average, green is for like good. So now we can see the top 10%. We see that two people who had 100% attendance score. Let's say I want to change it to 20% just to capture those that also came, like maybe the attendance percent was maybe around 80 or 90. I'm going to click OK. According to the calculation, it is still showing me 100%. So now I'm going to apply 40% and let's see what's going to happen. So instead of 10%, I'm going to change it to 40. Can you see that the number of highlighted rows has increased? Now it has captured another 90%, 95%, and 95%. So that's simply what you can do with conditional formatting. So I'm going to leave you to explore. I'm going to leave you to explore on your own. So you can always come back here. So based on the assignment I gave Olusoji, you can always come back here and perform any form of conditional formatting you want on a particular role. So please, during the next class, maybe two people would come and present what they were able to do with it. So I just wanted to wrap up on that since we had network issues with that last week. So are we clear on it, or do we have any questions?
Very clear from my end.
Okay. So is every other person clear on it? You can share a thumbs up so that we can move on. All right, so I will take that as we are clear on it. All right, so let's move over to what we have for today. So, okay. So this was what I was looking at. So for today, I said I was going to cover maybe AI in Excel, and then maybe we can move to dashboard visualization. So before we move to before we move to the visualization part, we have to start with pivot table. So from what we have here, we can see in all what is inside. You can just click on your pad and then drag so that you can. So now same with the product. That's like maybe 3 laptop, 31 headphone, 12 laptop and co. The price and the amounts. So this is what we have here. So now, if you look at when I highlighted these dates, you will notice that this place that we have general. So anything under this particular tab represents what we have on our data, represents what we have on a particular column. You would see here that it is showing general, but this is not actually general because by the time we are moving to visualization and maybe if we want to do automation later, we want it to be showing as dates and not just general. So I'm going to click on it and I'm going to take it to, let me see, let's choose short dates first because, okay, let me leave it as long dates, just the normal. So I'm going to change it to dates. So this column now represents the date column instead of it being general. So let's go to the second column. So this one too, I can decide to leave it as general because it's just text. So I can leave it like that as general. So there's really no specific format. I cannot perform, I can only categorize, I can only do group by on it. I cannot perform calculation on it. So the same with category, then sales rep, and this the category, yes, is also general. The sales rep is also general. The city is also general. So for number of unit, I don't want it as general because I'm going to perform calculation on it. So I'm going to change it to number because what we have on this specific column is numbers and not just general text. So the same with price. For price, there's currency. I can change it to currency. So this is basic data cleaning that I'm also teaching you. Before you move into analysis, these are some of the things that you have to take note of and not just jump into analysis. So now our amounts can never be general. So we have to, okay, price and amount is almost the same thing. So I also want to teach us how to generate the data sets with the use of AI. So there are some times when you generate data set and you have to figure it by yourself, and I did some things out. So amount is also currency. Amount and price is almost the same thing. It's the same thing, not even almost the same thing. So I'm just basically going to change it to currency, but eventually we would have to choose one column between price and amounts. So I've performed basic data cleaning on it. We don't have to do any form of proper bringing any form of proper like we did last week, trying to make everything have the first word have capital letter, make it uniform than all. All of that has been done here. So now I want to take us to the AI parts of Excel, and this is something I use very well at work, and it actually makes my work faster. I don't have to deal with having to start checking the column or applying or trying to use formulas to get something sometimes. So for example, now let's say for this amount, we want
Sorry, Zainab, your voice is not audible enough. I think your network is having a glitch also.
um Okay, so apologies everyone for my network issues. So please, can you hear me now? So I've switched to a new network entirely.
Yes, you are very audible.
Okay, so please let me just share my screen and then we can go ahead. Okay, so I was trying to show us how we can use AI in Excel. Okay, so I just wanted to do a simple demonstration. Let me cancel it. The other time network was affecting. So okay, so I decided to use this attendance rates so that we can, since we were working on it before. So now, for example, now let's see, like it's easier to explain with attendance rates. Please confirm you can hear me.
Loud and clear. And
Okay, so now
visually
we
okay
want to
too.
know, okay, so we want the AI in Excel to help us analyze it and put it into different buckets. So we want to know the number of people that scored 80%, the number of people that scored 95%, the number of people that scored 100%, 71%. So it's going to just categorize each score for me. So I'm going to highlight this. Please still confirm you can hear me. This
Yes,
network
Zena,
is
they are
not
doing good.
working with me.
You are doing good.
Okay, so now
You are audible
okay.
enough.
Now, did you see where I press after where I clicked for that after highlighting this column, then I moved those. You see this part where we have analyzed data. So this is the AI. This is the AI that I use mostly in Excel. There are also other parts for me. This is like for beginner level. This is like very, very simple to use. For example, you could be a salesperson or
Sorry,
customer service
sorry, Zainab.
person.
What version of Microsoft is this?
So this is 2019.
Or is this 365? Okay.
Okay, like I explained last week, I told you there are like there are like different not versions of Excel. Like there are different, is it apps 365 version? Is that clear?
Okay, so all of it has the same, yes, it has the same interface, I guess, with
Yes,
the
it does.
analyzed data. Okay, okay.
Exactly, it
So,
does.
thank you. Move on, please.
Okay, so you are welcome. So when you highlight this attendance, we just click on analyze data. And from here, so now the reason why it's bringing out, you have to be careful. This, if you notice, this is bringing. That's why even if you go to ChatGPT, ChatGPT will tell you that sometimes it cannot be 100% accurate. So you have to really look at what you are looking at. So now it is starting with 95% and doing count of 95%. So what you are just going to do is that you already know that this 95%, it already excluded 195% from what we have here. So if you okay, let me just click in between the data. Okay. Can you still see my screen?
Yes, very well. Your screen is visible.
Okay, so the pivot table that I moved to, can you see it? Or are you still seeing the whole
Yes.
screen?
No, no, the pivot table now.
Okay, so when I click in between that data that it analyzed for me, so now this is what it gave me. It's used 95% as an heading and did count of 95%. But I already knew that 95% is not the 95% in my column, because if you check here, 95% I had in my column was more than one, and it only counted 95% as one for me. So this 95% that it's used as an header, it did not count it with it. So I already know that 95% should be represented as two and not one. So what we have here is just giving us the values in percentage instead of numbers. So now for 100% there was 2. For 100% there was 2. It brought out 200%. You already know that this is 2 numbers. For that 100% was 2 on that particular column. For 50% there was 2. Can you see where my mouse is?
Yes, it's on the
Okay.
analyze data board now.
Okay. So for 50% there was 2, it brought out 200%. Now for 95%, it's bringing out 95% is bringing out 1. But this 95%, this count of 95% is also part of it. So it's left for me to just take this 95% and come here and change it to, okay, let me go back to the detail, to the sheet. So it's just giving me the detail. So wherever I want to copy it from, wherever I want to copy the data to, for example, I can just decide to, if I really want to work on it and do all form of analysis on it, I'm just going to highlight, click on copy, go to a new sheet. As a data analyst, you would have to be moving data from one place to another in order to like get accurate analysis. So can anyone tell? Okay, please, I'm
Yes,
so
your screen is
sorry.
visible.
Okay, so the reason why this is telling me that I can't paste it directly here is because I just came to number 3 to come and paste it. It won't paste it for me because it's not the same thing as where I was coming from. Where I was coming from, it started from the top. So I have to paste from the top as well. So I'm just going to go here and do paste. Can you see that it's worked? Now it's left for me to take my 95% here and change it to 200%. Why is this thing like this? Okay. Please hold on. Okay, so the issue I'm having now is that I'm unable to edit on this particular sheet and I don't know why. So like I was saying before, if you want to do yours, this 95%, you have to count it as part of what we have in the data set because it is not the header. So the 95% here, you change it to 2 or 200% by the time you are doing your analysis. Please, I hope that is clear.
Yes, sorry, but to get to this new sheet, I think you click on the insert pivot table, right? On the analyze data sheet to your right.
Yes. I clicked on so you just click on here and it will bring it out for you. Can you see? It took me to a new sheet.
Yeah.
All right, so let's move on. So let me reshare my screen to what we were working on before. So that's the AI part of. Now it might seem like, oh, it's because the columns the rows there is not even up to 20. But I can tell you for a fact that by the time you are analyzing data set that has like 1,000 rows, 2,000 rows, that's when you would know the power of that AI because it's really going to save you a lot of time of having to deal with, using formulas to calculate maybe if something equals to 1,000, give it this particular grade or something. So by the time you use that analyzed data, you will be able to. So one thing I do is that after it has analyzed it for me, I take, because where I work, most times we use Google Sheets. So I just take it off from there. I do copy and then go and paste it in Google Sheet and do all form of analysis I want to do with it in Google Sheets. So in the past, when I would spend like maybe over 3 hours, 4 hours working on a particular column that has a lot of rows, now with the help of that AI, within 30 minutes to 1 hour, I am done. So that's basically one of the powers of that particular AI that Excel has given us that Excel has given us to work with. So is that clear?
Yes, it is.
Okay. So now we are back to the data we are working on for today. So I've showed you, I've did basic cleaning on this. So now we want to insert our pivot table. Okay, I did one earlier, but I'm going to do it again. So now we want to insert our pivot table. Okay. So now I'm going to click on, I'm sure maybe some of us know how to do this. So I'm going to click on insert. Then I'm going to go to pivot table. Okay. Okay, let me just highlight this particular cell. So click on insert, then pivot table. So can you see that? But please, if you want to, highlighting in Excel is very, very important, so that you don't have to start typing out the cells or the rows number. So now after highlighting, can you see that it has brought out the table or range for me? So our particular data set, I want to take it into a pivot table so that I can build a very simple dashboard with it in Excel. So now I don't want it to be on this existing worksheet. This is my main worksheet. I can always come back to check what's happening here and see if there's nothing missing from what I'm doing. So now I'm going to go to new worksheets. Just click on new worksheet, and then even Excel recommends that you take it to a new worksheet and then click on OK. So now this is our new worksheet. So I won't be the only one solving the problem of this data set. So let me go back to to our sheet. So I want all of us to look at this spreadsheet, and tell me what kind of questions can we answer from the data that we have here. Maybe sales by sales rep by maybe sales rep by price or something. Please just look at it and tell me what kind of I'll pick what kind of questions can we answer?
We can look at first. I think we can look at the sales with the sales rep with the highest sales on products.
Okay, the sales rep with the highest sales. Let me just note that here. Sales rep with sales. So I have to expand this. Okay, any other one?
We can also look at the city with the most or the least sales, if that is applicable, with the highest or least sales.
Okay. City with the highest sales. Okay. So now we are going to go over to our pivot table. So the first thing we'll be doing will be sales rep by sales. So one of these columns has to go because it's simply saying the same thing. So one of it has to go. Let me see if we can add thousands to it. Okay. So between price and amount, which one should stay?
Let's take away the price.
The price, okay. So I'm just going to highlight this. That means you have to do our pivot table again. So I'm just going to click on delete. Let me copy this one and go and look for somewhere to keep it. Let me create a new spreadsheet for it. Okay. I'll simply keep it here. Okay. So now we have to do so I'm going to delete these pivot tables because we have to redo it again. I don't want a situation whereby we are deleting on that particular pivot table. So this one has to go. It has been noted down. Stop. So now I'm going to highlight, I'm going to click on insert, I'm going to put pivot table, and then I'm going to go on new spreadsheet and do okay. So the first thing we wanted to do is sales rep with the highest sales. So we have to, pivot table that we'll be doing will be sales rep by sales. So with that, we can get the sales rep with the highest sales. So I'm going to go to my pivot table. So for my rows, I'm going to put, please, can you still see my screen?
Yes, very clear.
Please. Okay. So now I'm going to drag sales rep to my rows. Then we cannot attest to the fact that amount or price represents values. So I'm going to take the amounts to sum of amounts. So now we have sum of amounts. So we are looking for the sales rep with the highest sales, right? Temitope,
Yes,
sales rep with
yes,
the
yes, we
highest
are.
sales.
Yes,
So from what we have here, the highest number here should be Tara. So now we can see that from what we have on our pivot table that Tara is the sales rep with the highest sales. That's just like a very simple way to get it. So now if you want to sort maybe from highest to lowest, you can do all of that here. You can do ascending A to Z. You can do anything you want to do here with sorting, but I'm perfectly fine with this, the way it went from lowest to highest. So now I'm going to let's insert a chart, maybe a bar chart to represent what we have here. So I'm going to, after highlighting what we have here, I'm going to click on insert, and then I'm going to go to charts. So let's try this first. So now can we see what I did?
yes, selected on the chart, bar chart there.
Okay, please, can everyone confirm that they understand what we are doing now? We've gotten, like, I want a thumbs up so that we are not rushing ourselves, that they understand what just happened there. Okay. All right, that's fine. Let me go back. So now it's giving us sum of amounts. We already know, like I explained earlier, that Tara is the sales rep with the highest sales. So now one thing about data analytics is that the title that most of maybe it can be Excel, it can even be Power BI will bring for you. Might not be so, you might not really want to use that title because it's not really telling a story. So now you can decide to change the title. Let me expand this a little bit. Or let me. So now if you want to change the title, I have to come here. Can you see what I did? When I wanted to change the title, I clicked on sum of amounts. And now I can decide to change the custom name. So now based off
Sorry, you double
of
clicked.
what we have, can
You
anyone
double clicked
suggest a
on
name
some of
that we
amount,
can
right?
give this chart? Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yes, I can hear you. I said sorry. You double clicked on some of amounts to edit the title or the name, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So now, when you click on this plus sign, you can already see what we have on our charts. We have the axis, we have the chart title. I can click here. If you want your chart title to be above the charts, or already Adele has already put our chart title above the chart. If you want it to be in the center, I've never seen a bar chart in my own year of analytics that is in the center of a particular chart. There are other options as well. So there's the axis, there's chart title, there's grid lines. So I don't really like grid lines on my charts, but we've not gotten to that part. So I just want us to get all the charts we need. Then we can go to a fresh sheet and do all from then we can come back to cleaning the charts, and then we can go to a fresh sheet and arrange those charts together. So now I want to I want to change the name of this chart. So instead of sum of amounts, what name do you suggest that we can give it?
You can say best sales rep.
Exactly. Thank you very much for that response, because sometimes when you go online, you will be seeing, I just want to use an example. You will see sales rep by amounts, sales products by designer, something by something by. So one of my mentors told me that those kind of titles are not really telling, are not even, by the time you are looking at it, they are not even telling any story. They want a situation whereby anybody can look at the chart and be like, okay, this is what this particular chart is trying to, this is the story that this particular chart is trying
It's
to tell.
portraying, yeah.
Exactly. So now we say best sales rep, Abby. But by the time we say best sales rep, we're already putting all others by the side. So I'm trying to think of something like, okay, just add a particular word, maybe showcase of the best sales rep, or okay,
Or
let's
we can
just
say top 4 reps, top 4 sales rep.
okay.
Since
Okay,
they are four on.
All right. Top 4 sales reps. Then I'll click on OK. And it has changed automatically. So that is that. So I told you I don't like grid lines. If I want to remove grid lines, this is the perfect way for me to remove grid lines. So if I want to remove all this total, like maybe the blank, I can, okay, if I want to remove this total, that's the title of this particular axis. So I can, okay, let's just come back to it so we don't rush. So this particular row that is showing blank, I want to delete it. I don't want that row. It's showing I don't want to delete the pivot table. Please, can you still see my screen?
It is not visible now.
You can't see the screen again.
No.
Okay, please, I'm coming. Okay, let me reshare. Okay, so Olusoji has done something. So he's saying the host is not allowing sharing for this meeting. Olusoji, please, can you hear me?
Yes, I made your co-host again. I made the co-host again.
All right, okay, I
So
can share now.
bye.
Okay, so now our chart is showing blank, and I don't want this blank on my chart. Please, can you see my screen?
Yes, it is. Yes, we can.
Okay, so I don't want this blank on my chart. So I want to delete it, or simply just hide it. So I'm going to highlight this particular cell that has blank, and please, I'm coming. Please, can you see my screen? Let me go to it again. So I'm going to
Yes, you can.
right click on it. Then I'm going to go to filter and click on hide selected items. With that, I'm not seeing the blank again. Please, can you confirm that you see what I just did now?
Yes, filter, then hide.
Exactly. So if you don't want a particular row, you can hide it. So that's just it. So now let's insert another pivot table. Let's take, okay, you know what? Let me do copy. And let's create another sheet and then paste it here. We are still going to come back here to. So I did Control C, Control V. We are still going to come back here to deal with our dashboard. So this sheet 5 is the sheet that we'll be using for the dashboard. So let's go back to our pivot table sheet. I can decide to delete this then since I already have it in sheet 5. So now for the next question, city with highest or least sales. So now we have to do city by sales again. So we're going to come here. We're going to go to the sheet of our pivot table. Where's the sheet? Okay, this is the. No, this is not the sheet. Oh, please, it seems we deleted the. Okay.
Yes, we deleted it in sheet 4. I think you deleted it. You hit the pivot table ribbon.
Well, okay. So now we are going to change what I want to create another pivot table. So I'm going to remove. Can you still see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Okay. So now I'm going to remove this sales rel. I'm just going to remove field. Now we want to do city, right? So I'm just going to right click on city. And we have, so that means we have only 2 cities on that particular column. So that's the reason why it is bringing out just Bangalore and Mumbai. So one thing pivot tables does is that it does group by automatically. So from here, we can see that Bangalore has the highest number, of, let me see the question again. City with highest or least sales. Okay, so we have to change that particular name. So we can see that Bangalore has the highest number of sales and sales rep in Mumbai. Okay, please can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, so we can see that the sales rep in Mumbai has the least number of sales. No, that's not how it is. So Bangalore had the highest number of sales because we are dealing with. Okay.
I think we're going to
City.
change the title.
Let's change this. Okay, yeah, okay, yes, we're going to change the title. It's the title that was confusing me. So Bangalore has the highest number of sales in terms of amount, and Mumbai has the least number. So now we're going to come here, and if you guys will give me the title, I'll not be the one to give the title. So what title should we call this? I will suggest that we use a pie chart for this because most times when you have just 2 points in your data set, it is best to use pie charts to tell the story of what you are trying to describe. So what name do you suggest that we give
We can say
this?
location per sales.
Okay.
Or sales per location.
Let's do sales per location. Then we click on okay. Now, just like what I did earlier, I don't want this blank. So I'm going to highlight it, go to filters, and then click on hide selected items. Now I want to insert. So by the time when you see that you click outside your pivot table and it is hiding, just click inside of it and it will bring it out back. So I'm going to highlight this particular pivot table that we have. Now I'm going to go to insert. So I'm going to use pie charts. So this is what we have here. Bangalore is represented in blue. Mumbai is represented in red. So now let's go here, and I want it to show data labels actually so that people can understand what's happening. So now we have our data labels on it. So this is what we have for sales per location. Now I'm just going to, there's no need to remove grid lines here because there's no grid line here. So I'm just going to do copy and paste. Click on this, do copy, and take it to the sheet that I want to use for my dashboard. So I'm only going to be doing for chat. Then do Control V. So now let's go back to our pivot table. Let me delete this. So what other?
Sorry, I have a question from the pivot table.
Okay, please go ahead.
So please, I think the one we did initially for the sales rep, we clicked on sales rep and put it up on the rows and then the amount under values. Why don't we use in what scenario do we use filters and columns?
In what scenarios do we? Okay, so for rows, when you have general columns like maybe name of a city, name of a person, anything that has to do with tests that you know that you can't really perform calculation on it. For example, now if you have a column that has, say, let's say we have a column that has the names of all the trainees that we have in this class, we can't really perform calculation on it. The only thing we can do is group by. Okay, from Temitope took this class 3 times. Pivot table is going to perform the group by. Blessing took this class 5 times. Pivot table is going to do the group by. So anytime you have names, anything that has to do with names, something you can perform calculation on, just put it under rules. But when you have your values, when you have your amounts, your units, anything that has to do with what you can perform calculation on, it is advised that you put all of it under values. So there are some times where for columns, there are some times when you want to showcase like maybe, okay, let me use a column stacked chart as an example where you have 2 bars together. So for example, you want to show that, let's say we want to, the chart is representing 2 different cities and we want to see how well they perform, maybe in terms of amounts. So in that particular column, we don't just have 2 different cities, we have like multiple. I'm trying to think of how I can put it together. Okay, so for column, I want to use column chart as an example. A column chart has like 2 bars resting on each other, like they are beside each other. So now maybe you want to show a visualization of, okay, you want to show a visualization of 2 people, like I was saying earlier. You want to see how they performed against each other. So it's something that you want to see how they performed against each other. Then you also have another column that has the amount. So you are seeing how they are performing against each other in terms of that amount. So you have, for that particular chart, you have those 2 people yes, representing that particular column. Then you are like putting it against the amounts that you want to measure them against. So that's when you are going to use column charts. Please, I hope I'm able to explain better.
Yes, I get it. Maybe
Okay.
the same item, but the same item, different category, or the same category, different items.
Exactly. So for that, when you go online, and we're still even going to get there. So that's the reason why I want to quickly round up with Excel, because by the time you get to Power BI, many people, when they get to Power BI, they find it difficult going back to Excel, because they find out that most of the things that they can do, that they do in Excel, they can, automatically do it easily with Power BI. But it's just good for every data analyst to have that foundational knowledge of Excel. So when we get to Power BI is the world, is like is the particular app for visualization. So we'll be exploring different kind of charts, and we'll be able to see all the column chart, the line charts that I'm trying to use to describe different scenarios.
No problem. I get it. Thank you.
You're welcome. So I was asking again, what is there any other thing that we should do? Should we do, let me check that sheet again. So should we do, let's do something on products. Maybe products by amounts, just to see the products with the highest sales. Should I go ahead with that?
Yes, we can. We can.
Okay, I don't think there's really need to do anything on dates since we have the same dates here. Assuming we have different dates, it would have been good to see the date that we had the highest sales, the date that we had the lowest sales. But the dates is the same thing all through, so there's really no need to perform anything there. Okay, so let's go to our pivot table. So now for our rows, I'm going to remove this. I'm going to drag remove field. I'm going to drag our product there. Just oops. I'm thinking about creating those. So now we can see our products by sales. Now this is a very good and vital information for whoever is in charge, because now you can see the product that is bringing you the highest sales. So from what we have here now, we can see that, let me see, that one plus, okay, that Dell
No, I think we have
SPS.
to rearrange it now.
Yes, we can rearrange it, we can sort. So that's after we've done our, okay. Let me see if let's sort A to Z. So let's sort by sales per location. Let me click on more options. Okay, so should I go back? Let me do Control Z. So we want to sort now from lowest to highest, right? Can everyone hear? Can you hear me, please?
Yes, yes, yes.
So if you want to sort from lowest to highest, just click on your row labels, the arrow that you have here. You go to more sort options. Now it's sorting by products, and there's really nothing. It's just going to sort it anyhow. Maybe it's sorting by products uh, in terms of alphabetical order. So I don't want that. I want it to sort by the sales. So I'm just going to go click here. I don't want it to sort by products. I want it to sort by sales per location. Then I can click on more options, and it's already telling me that it's going to sort automatically every time the report is updated, and it's sorting by grand total. It has already grouped it. Then it has given me a summary that sorts products by sales per location in ascending order. So I'm just going to click on OK, and it takes me back, and I'm going to click on OK, and automatically it's sorting it in ascending order for me. And from here, we can see that iPhone 11 Pro Max is the product that has the highest amount of sales. Exactly. So now I don't want this blank again. So I'm going to click on it and remove it. I'm going to right click, just like what I've been doing before. Go to filter and then hide it. Exactly. So now we have to change this particular sales per location. So we have to give it a new name now. So we are going to call it, are you going to suggest another word for me again?
Most demanding products.
Okay. Please, I hope other people are in this class as well. I can only hear Temitope's voice. I just want to be sure we are carrying everyone along. Go. So now for this particular field, for this for what we are doing, I want the sum. But if you don't want the sum, maybe you just want the count. So this is where unit comes in. By the time we do the units now, I'm not going to use sum. I'm going to use count because I want to know the number of items that was purchased. So you can decide to change yours to count. You can decide to change yours to average, maximum, minimum, or the product. So I'm just going to click on OK. So now for this, we are going to use bar charts. That's like the best visual to represent this. So I'm going to go to insert. Then I'm
Sorry,
going to use.
sorry. When using
Okay, go ahead.
when wanting to represent the data with chart or bar, do we have to also select the total? Because I see you are selecting the grand total also.
Okay, it's not compulsory you select the total, but you can
Okay,
decide to leave it in your chart.
okay, because I
Let me
wanted
see
to be
for the
sure of
other
that.
chart if we selected the total. Oh my
Okay, I think
God.
for the
Okay.
sales we did.
The Okay, so what we are doing is actually affecting our charts. So we have to, okay, let me just go back and take this. Don't worry, I'll sort that out later. So I'm just going to click on insert. Let's leave the grand total out of it. So I'm going to click on insert, then choose a bar chart. Should we use this or this or this? Okay, please, is someone saying something? Please, ask your questions. So now we're going to remove grid line again and then leave it as this. Now let me do copy. So I noticed something about the pivot table. It was also editing what we have here. So we have to go back and do some editing again.
Hello, everyone. Let's wait. I think Zainab is having network challenges again. So let's wait for a moment. I'll reach out to her now. Hello, I just called her now. She said she wants to switch her network. I don't know which one she was using before. She wants to switch her network to another one. So let's give her like 2 minutes. Thank you for your patience. This network issue now, I don't know. We are going to now make some decision. I think network it depends on where you are living. In some places, Glow is better. Other places, MTN, and other places, Airtel. So please bear with us. Then she actually did one thing tonight, how to use AI to analyze data. I never knew that she's going to teach us that one tonight because I understand if you use your ChatGPT too, you can run analysis, but it will be very generalistic. You should not have human touch. The insight, the machine can give you the result, but the insight is not there. So as a data analyst, your insight is actually your strongest weapon. That's your strongest weapon in job markets. You have analyzed, and so what? What was it telling you? That's actually what is about insight. What is it telling you? All right, so let's wait for her for a moment. Mhm. Just manage like that. Tomorrow I'll buy sugar for us. I'll buy sugar for us tomorrow.
Olusoji, please confirm you can hear me.
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes,
Go
I
ahead.
can hear you. People don't drop. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, let me see
I'm so
now.
sorry. Please,
Sorry
let's
about,
just wrap it up.
sorry about,
I don't
just
really know
wrap
what's
it up.
wrong with
Yeah,
my network this night. So I've
I
switched to
know,
two
I know.
different networks, and although it's about to rain here, so maybe that's the reason why.
Is it MTN or Glo?
MTN and
Airtel. Glo
Airtel,
is just
because
out of it.
that's the two network that works here.
All right. All right, you can continue. Just wrap up the class and
Just
finish
have
the
our
tasks. Then the assignment, you can discuss the
okay.
assignment.
So I'm trying
The
to wrap
assignment.
up Excel class tonight so that we can move to Power BI.
Yes, yes. Then talk about the assignment. Talk about the assignment you share with me so I can. All right, thank you. All right.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. All right, so let me just share my screen. Okay, please confirm you can see my screen.
Yes, the screen is seen.
Yes, I can see your screen,
Okay,
ma'am.
so guys, I just wanted to share something with you that if you notice when we were can you hear me?
Yes, well, you're breaking, but your screen is still visible.
Please can you hear me?
Yes, yes, Zainab.
Yes,
Right on,
I
I can
can
hear
hear
you.
you. I can hear you. I don't know if you can hear her from your end, but I can't hear her from my end.
No, she's not. She's not even
Because
online. I think the network
Mr.
has taken
Soji,
her off. I think her network has taken her off. She's not.
okay.
Hey, Mr. Yusuf, welcome on board. Tonight has been very
Thank you.
terrible. The network has been very
It's,
terrible anyway.
it is well. Mr. Soji, how are you now?
I'm fine. Oh, how's weekend going?
Good
Yeah,
evening, Mr.
weekend.
Yusuf.
Yeah, I'm back in Meduguri at the moment. I came back.
Thank God. Thank God you're back.
Yeah,
Thank God for joining messages.
thank you so much. So how
Let's
is
see.
the
I
class
don't know.
going? This is the only work of art in the spirit.
Let me try to call Zainab and see what is wrong. Hello, everyone. Hello, good evening. Hello.
I can hear. Yeah, hello, Mr. Olusoji, I can hear you.
She just called me now. The network has been very terrible. So she now requested that tomorrow she volunteered that she will take an hour to wrap up what she was teaching now. So maybe 5 to 6. Does that work? Will
Yeah, I
that
don't
work
know.
for
Since
us?
tomorrow is Sunday, maybe earlier. Yes, 5 is okay by me.
5 and 6. So you don't need to stay long. So just to wrap up what she's teaching you, because I think the way she was where she was taught, she actually want to complete that side. All right. So thank you very much. I will share the assignment she shared with me on the group. Let's work on this. So tomorrow again, she will debrief what she wants us to do with that. Please bear with us, and I promise you, by the end of this training, you'll be competent enough to beat your chest as a data analyst and MRE officer. So we have 3 trainers, powerful trainers. Mr. Yusuf is here, and Albert is here too, and Zena. That's gender balance. So the gender, we are ready for you. All right, thank you everyone. Thanks for understanding. So 5 to 6, I will share the other link tomorrow after service. 5 to 6 is fine. All right, good night,
Thank you
everyone.
so much.
All right.
Good night and good night, guys.